welcome to episode 7 of 2024. Today I'm going to give you a tour of my wildlife photography micro camper. Let's jump straight in. So this is a 2019 VW Caddy Maxi. We went with the Maxi to give us a little bit more room inside. We actually bought it as essentially a delivery van, which was being used for exhibitions, and then we took it down to Ashford to a company called the Dub Hut, who converted it for us.
So the main external additions were tinted opening windows on both sides of the van. We also added a spare wheel carrier and also a ladder to access the roof. And of course, one of the main things was the pop top to allow us extra space when standing and also another bed when sleeping.
Right, let's have a look inside.
Okay, so we've got the green diamond stitched rock and roll seats. We've got a fold away table, front seats upholstered to match the back. And this is amazing overhead storage, which is so useful. Storage everywhere else. We've got these black timber doors to match the same styling as the outside. As you can see, another one here in a cupboard next to the seats. And then we've also got this great bit of storage underneath the rock and roll bed. Fridge, of course, power, USB, light switches and a fan for the back if you're sleeping or you're sitting in the back. Non-slip mats everywhere and curtains inbuilt for the windows. Reverse camera and sat nav and all that kind of stuff, as well as a Peak Design phone connection kit.
One of the main things, which I'll show you now, is actually the pop top, which also has a bed in it. So technically we can fit up to 4 adults sleeping pretty cosily, but nevertheless 4 adults sleeping in the van. Oh hi, welcome to the upstairs. Now, as I said, the pop top is up, the bed section is down so you can sit on it. It carries a lot of weight, up, a couple of people's worth. When you're up here, it's a little snug, so it's probably best for only one person, but you could, if you needed to, have 2. Tent material, we've got sides and the front that go down as well, so we can let ventilation and light in. And then we've got the LED light up here as well, which is great. And then we've got a memory foam mattress on here, which is only about 3 centimeters thick, I think, but makes it really nice and comfortable for a very nice night's sleep. Once the pop top is up, we can also access the C channel. If you have a look here, you can see up here there's a channel that runs all the way along. It goes from right at the front to right at the back of the van. Now that channel allows us to put the awning on, the drive-away awning, smaller sun awning, or this little extension piece that my wife Ashley and I made last week for wildlife photography. So as you can see here, I've added a little wildlife photography addition to the van. As I said, my wife and I actually made this, and we've used a bit of Caddy strip, which is actually the strip that's used for drive-away awnings, and it goes onto the C channel that we've got there that is shown once the pop top is up. We've then added some camo netting and some bungee cord to keep it in place, and as you can see here, I can sit in the van, park up where I want to park up, and hopefully not disturb any wildlife with my movements, and be a little bit camouflaged at the same time. And then depending on where we are, as you can see down here, we've got little pegs and more bungee cord to just keep the whole thing in place. So just a nice little extra for a wildlife photographer. Okay, so when we were thinking about how we wanted the van to look, we really wanted that sort of off-road swamper kind of look, which is why we went for putting the spare tyre on the back, putting the ladder on the back as well, everything in black. You can see that the whole styling of the van is actually just black and silver all over it, including changing the VW emblem to black as well. Then as we move around, you can see that we added black rails to the top and crossbars as well, so that we can add storage up there. We can take things with us, we can take storage boxes with us wherever we need to go. And the final thing that we did, just to give it that bit more of that swamper look again, is we added all-terrain tyres, and I sprayed the steels black just to give it that black and silver look all over. A couple of other things that we've got, obviously we've got a leisure battery inside, which when we're not plugged into a campsite, for instance, we can use the fridge and we can use the USB power, and that will last us actually for 2 or 3 days if we're fairly conservative with it. If we are at a campsite where we can plug in. We've got power at the front of the van, so we can just plug straight in, and then we can use the main plugs and all the various adapters that we need to use, as well as things like the kettle and all that kind of stuff.
Having the van converted has got to be one of the best things we've ever done. It enables us to travel all over the UK at the drop of a hat and go and visit some amazing places. And of course, from a wildlife point of view, it means I can go on adventures whenever I need to, get the camera out and take photos in some fantastic locations.
And that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.